What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Talking some Detroit Lions football. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Let's talk. All right. For people who are in favor of getting rid of Matt Patricia right now, and I believe it's only going to get uglier at this point on. And my stance is that I guess right now Matt Patricia can stay to implement his system. But I would like to see him get a new offensive coordinator. But for those who want Matt Patricia gone, I won't argue with you. You know, this team has took an epic fall from whatever grace it was on last year, 7-9, to looking like they may win 5 games, and that might be a stretch. You know what I'm saying? Arizona's playing better, Buffalo's playing better, and we got Carolina and Chicago the next 2 weeks, I believe it is. But if the case is that Matt Patricia ain't that good of a coach, which Romeo Cornell wasn't, Charlie Weiss wasn't, Josh McDaniel wasn't, Mike Vrabel, the jury's still out on him. I just know he played for Bill Belichick. I don't know if he was on the coaching staff, and Bill O'Brien, whatever the guy's name down in Houston, he ain't doing that hot neither. All right, he just looked up and drafted Deshaun Watson. But if it turns out to be that, let's say the Lions need to get rid of Matt Patricia after 1 year, guess what? Well, Bob Quinn got to go too, okay? That would mean the Lions will have to be in full rebuild mode, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how you rebuild with a quarterback that's still owed a ton of money over the next 4 years. That's just an actual fact, all right? So, if you guys are telling me that Matt Patricia ain't the coach for the team, why should Bob Quinn get another opportunity to handpick another coach? He made sure he got Jim Caldwell up out of here, signed him to an extension. People thought it was a multi-year extension. Halfway through the season last year was said that they only extended him, through next year. And basically he knew the writing was on the wall. He was going to be up out of here. He didn't make the playoffs. He missed the playoffs and he got canned. Okay. Obviously Bob Quinn didn't handpick Jim Caldwell, but he handpicked Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia came in here and did a worse job so far. I don't even go on what he's done so far. He retained Jim Bob Cooter, okay? The defense was even worse than it was last year. And if you're telling me that, Bob Quinn made a mistake and got Matt Patricia, and you want to get rid of Matt Patricia, then it's time to get rid of Bob Quinn as well, too, okay? You need somebody in here who can pick a coach, His talent evaluation has been okay so far. He's hit on some picks. He's missed on some picks, all right? But him coming in here and getting rid of a formidable coach, experienced head coach Jim Caldwell for a rookie coach Matt Patricia, and him not fitting the bill, then you got to look at him. And I know Matt Patricia didn't get the most expensive head coaching money ever, because we know the Lions ain't paying that type of money out. They're very, very frugal. Okay, so if you gotta get rid of Matt Patricia, I would believe it would be, a tandem deal, two guy deal. We'd have to get rid of Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia. That's just the facts. But I mean, if you get rid of both of them, who do you go get? Ozzie Newsome is this last year with the Baltimore Ravens. They groomed a new general manager. Do you trust Martha Ford to hire the NFL again to find another candidate to run this organization after she got rid of Martin Mayhew and Tom Lewine? No. And I'm not in favor of getting rid of Matt Patricia yet. Not at all. Okay? He's did a terrible job. I know a lot of people got a vendetta against him. A lot of the Caldwell people miss Caldwell, and they won't, they rather had Caldwell stay back. Excuse me, that's Miles. I understand that, okay? We're getting over Caldwell. Caldwell is gone, okay? He gone. He ain't coming back. But are you going to judge Matt Patricia off of 1 year? I mean, obviously Matt Patricia made the cardinal sin of retaining Jim Bob Cooter. And I'm pretty sure in the back of his mind, and if you gave him a truth serum, that he would tell you that was a huge mistake. He should have brought in his own offensive coordinator. But who was going to be his offensive coordinator? Who was going to come in? He wasn't bringing Josh McDaniels with him. Okay? So they need to figure out who's going to be the offensive coordinator. The defense, I'm really not that worried about it. I think when they get a better personnel, we knew the defensive front seven was gonna suck this year. When they spend cheap, when the most money they spent in the front seven was paying Devin Kennard, which he's okay. I don't like him as a linebacker. I like him as his hand in the dirt rushing the passer. But as a linebacker, I don't like him that well. We knew when he got Christian Jones, he really wasn't starting caliber. Jerry Davis improved a little bit this year, but we know he had his ups and downs. We knew Ziggy Ansah was hit and miss with the injuries. Okay? Let's keep it real. Matt Patricia didn't have the personnel. He'd go out here and tell you that we got the personnel, but not the execution. But Ashawn Robinson was a guy that wasn't even active in the beginning of the year. Okay? They got a whole bunch of Romeo or Rockwell, and they got a whole bunch of guys. If Deshaun Hand didn't show up, I mean, his defensive line would have been in major trouble this year. It was already all-time worst. They got Snacks Harrison, so they starting to get some personnel now. So, for his sake, defensively, he don't have the personnel. I don't know why they kept Nevin Lawson. That was one of the worst moves ever. Deshaun Shedd was a bust. Tease Tabor was a hell of a bust. None of them cornerbacks, no cornerback on this team should be back next year not named Darius Slay. None. None whatsoever. Glover Quinn might retire this year. So next year, they better spend a lot of draft picks, a lot of time investing in scouting defensive players. Period. I don't hear about the offense. Stafford got plenty for a guy making over $100 million, $135 million. He got plenty of money. He better have plenty of skills to make it work. Only thing I want to see them invest with on the offensive side of the ball is an offensive coordinator and a better running game. Everything else better be put on that defense. Okay? So from that standpoint, Matt Patricia didn't have the tools he needed to work with his defense. Okay? So from that standpoint, I can give him another chance. All right? First year coach, figuring it out. Everybody ain't going to be a superstar first year. I ain't mad at him. But if you with getting rid of Matt Patricia, just know you got to get rid of Bob Quinn too. And just know, do you trust in the NFL to help Martha Ford? Because that's what she's going to call somebody to assist her to find a new general manager, and the general manager to help her find a new head coach. Do you expect her to get it right? No. I think the best candidate for the job right now is Bob Quinn, unless they go get an Ozzie Newsome. And you got to ask yourself, has the game passed Ozzie Newsome by? Baltimore Ravens GM, great GM. Groomed this replacement, ready to get out of Baltimore. And you know, if Ozzie Newsome comes to Detroit, he going to want to bring John Harbaugh. And do you guys want John Harbaugh as a whole head coach? I wouldn't mind it. I think he's did an amazing job with Baltimore. Okay? I wouldn't mind that combination at all. If I can get Ozzie Newsome and a formidable head coach like John Harbaugh, well, yeah, I'll get rid of Patricia and Quinn and Patricia. Take that law firm back to New England. But with Martha Ford, make that pick. And then again, has the game pass Ozzie Newsome by? I don't think so. He made some bad picks. Brashard Perryman. That was a bad pick. His dad, Brent Perryman, played here plenty years receiver. But for every one of them bad picks, there's been some great picks. Great drafter. You know he's gonna want to draft a great defense. And that's the only guy off the top of the dome I think that will come here and do that. I mean, Bill Parcells years ago offered to come run the organization. Matt Millen talked Mr. Ford out of it. So, I mean, that's what you're looking at. Okay, that's the best case scenario tandem you're going to get here. All right, and right now, you know, I think you're better off sticking with Quinn and Patricia and letting them work. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, Stafford stuck here for 4 more years, so they can be here for 4 more years. As soon as his contract up, they can bring somebody else up in here, man, if he can't get it together. You know, I just think the next 4 years for the Detroit Lions is bleak. Okay? It's bleak. Very, very bleak. All right, but Matt Patricia, he's had some good picks. Maybe he could turn it around. We have to wait and see, you know. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming through. I definitely got much love and much respect for everybody subscribing to the page. Make sure you share the channel. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links are in the description. Make sure you check us out. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's there as well. We'll be back with another video later on. So y'all stay on the lookout. Blessings. We gone.